Howdy, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another video. This is Marauders official closed beta announcement trailer. Yeah. Let's read the description. Check out the closed beta announcement trailer for Marauders, the upcoming outer space PvE PvP first shooter. Like, what the fuck? In development for PC and Steam, which you will need to raid the target ship, loot it, and escape to your solo ship. I'm glad that's funny. As soon as I said it, it's almost like I couldn't even control my eyes. Like this is like a movie. As soon as I was gonna say it sounds like Tarkov in space, it's literally right here. Look at this. It's literally right here. Because now they moved the comments up here. I would have not seen that if they didn't do this update. It's an interesting update though. But yeah, it's like Tarkov in space. So let's see. Let's literally see. It probably looks like, you know, you shoot, boom, boom, and then you get the loot, grab, and then you extract, dip. Anyways, I got tons of videos to check out on the channel. Go and find them. Hope you enjoy. Email me videos or do whatever to get me to see videos if you want me to react to them. And then other than that, I don't got any more to say. Take destiny in your hands, and I'll be right back. I'm back. Let's do it. Whoop.
Product not yet rated.
Product not yet rated. Pre-order to get access. Okay, see, this is what I like to see. The person playing looks like they've actually played FPS shooters. And does not look like a monkey. Oh yeah, it's like literally Tarkov. I love it. I'm not gonna lie, what I will pause and say though is the comparison of games has been too much. I honestly like more Tarkov shooters like coming out, or Tarkov like, or just the loot and extract shooters. That's what I'll call them, so we're not all comparing games out here like every game being a Souls like. But the most recent game that came out that I didn't play that's like Tarkov, let me launch my Steam. Let me see, where is it? It's somewhere around here. Somewhere around here. Oh, yeah, Cycle Frontier. I downloaded it, but I never played it. This is like that. So technically, Cycle the Frontier is like Tarkov in space, and then this is like, I don't know what to call this one because of their outfits, but cool nonetheless. Small impact games. Yeah. This is a closed alpha of hands-on impressions. You know what? Let's group them together. Why not? So far from everything, it looks like the shooting looks fun. I like the guns. I like the world. Like this looks like an STG-44. I'm pretty sure. I don't know though. Yeah, you got the what is that gun called from World War II, man? This light machine gun, bro. Can't remember the names, but I know the guns. And that looked like a trench. The trench gun, which is the shotgun. This looks like a bar, I think. I don't know if I'm remembering all the guns right. And then the extraction looks a little bit different. Or if this is raiding, if that's the raiding part of it, that looks different. Like that's like a unique little mechanic in their game, which is cool. Exclusive Space Pirate skin. Is this it? I kind of want to see it. Space Pirates. Alright, we're going to hop over to this one next, and I'll just save this so I can link them down below. Alright.
In its first closed alpha test, Marauders takes the extract and survive concept from games like The Cycle and tweaks it into a formula.
Oh, The
that has
Cycle.
The potential to
That's funny. Cycle, yeah. The Cycle of Frontier.
In its first closed alpha test, Marauders takes the extract and survive concept from games like The Cycle and tweaks it into a formula that has the potential to replace your favorite survival shooter.
I'm weak that he said games like The Cycle and didn't mention Tarkov. I feel like that's so mean to Tarkov. But I understand. It's not.
Moment-to-moment gunplay is straightforward and satisfying, serving as a base for which all of its more eccentric systems flourish. Some things, like its ship-to-ship combat, could use some calibration, but as a whole, the life of space piracy is a promising one.
We come from the darkness. We hit hard. We hit fast.
I would say, hey, so I wanted to plug this part into the video before I end up going to watch the next part and like give my thoughts. So yeah, shout out to the developers of Marauders because it does look really good. But I wanted to give this part. This is from a YouTuber, Aculite, I think that's his name. I've watched some of his stuff way long ago, but I wanted to show a video. I'll link this video down below too. Damn, it's gonna be 3 links. But devs have told me this multiple times because I've had devs send me their videos on their official YouTube site, or like their version, their side of whatever, you know what I'm talking about. I'm all mind boggled because I really just want to get the point out of here and let you get back to the video. But they IGN and sometimes Xbox and Sony, they'll upload really bad qualities of the game. So if you want to go, I would suggest just like watching the overview and then watching the cinematic, but don't take that for IGN's like standard, because I don't know why they uploaded such laggy gameplay, but this has happened with other games too. Like they really like upload sometimes the worst quality of the game, and this actually looks super smooth, high FPS. So I want to show it right here. Shout out to Aculite too. But like,
really does suit the game pretty well, especially with the level design that they've chosen to go with. Now, first off, it's not a sponsored video, but they did give me a key to the closed beta access so that I could test the game out and showcase some gameplay if I so chose to. Now, I'm not a big fan of...
Yeah, I don't want to show too much of his video. Go watch his video if you're interested to. But I just wanted to let you keep that in mind. Also, if you're watching my video, keep that in mind for other games that they upload. Because I mean to say that in some videos and I forget to, but I mention it in some videos that I get recommended from IGN. They literally sometimes just upload it to like, I don't know actually how it works or who gets the videos, like who's the person who handles uploading the videos. But it's like maybe it's also a problem with what they receive. I don't know if they don't let it process. I'm not sure. But always remember to go look for the official page of the game if it's a game that looks really laggy, because I've been caught by this multiple times even knowing it. I'd be like, why does the game look so laggy though? But as you see, it's way smoother than you'll see me about to watch. So all right, peace out. The best thing that I could put out for any types of battles in space or any type of vehicle controlling game is make it simple, make it fun, and make it like just overall easily maneuverable, because vehicle combat or anything like that in games can be some of the most like absolute, just I fucking forgot what the phrase is, but like it could just kill the game for you. It could literally just be a mood killer for, so like that's what I would say for space battle, because I never liked Star Wars games or like flying ships. There's like a free-to-play game that's just like Airborne. I don't remember what it's called, but sometimes some of the mechanics are like bad. But in that free-to-play flying one, it's meant to be a little bit more realistic, so like you got to get a hang of the controls. But if it's a game like this where the focus is more on the shooting and looting, but some of the focus is on the vehicle play, the vehicle play should be easier, and then the most of the focus should go into the shooting. I feel like, though, personally, don't take it from me, but because if the flying is bad or whatever, if it's like really mandatory most of the time, if it's not easy for everyone to grasp, it can kill the game 100%. I feel like it can kill the game.
Marauders.
Your goal in any given round of Marauders is to pull off a successful pirate raid in one of a handful of areas.
It looks like you can barely
across
maneuver.
Two in my time with the Alpha so far: the abandoned space station and the derelict Iridium mine. I appreciated how different each location looked, but without a mini-map, they can both feel equally labyrinthine. It takes a good amount of reps to learn to get to the various different landmarks within each map.
Yeah, MP40.
Wandering around lost in claustrophobic caves and tiny catwalks is a quick way to get dead.
It's a quick way to get dead.
A raid happens in 3 parts. Part 1 is after you gear up and take to your ship, either solo or with a crew. When you load into a game, you need to fly it across an expanse of space to get to the raid location. You're not alone in this trek though. Other ships with other crews are flying around as well. If you're lucky, it'll be a simple sprint to the raid location. I wasn't very lucky most of the time, as I was constantly outrunning enemy fire and on occasion returning it against other Marauder crews. Maybe it's just because we all have the same sad dinky of a spacecraft with the same mediocre weaponry and maneuverability, but these dogfights often turned into unimpressive stalemates where we'd strafe and shoot until the other ship was inoperable.
Yeah, see? Nah. That could kill the
If your ship
game.
is down for the count and unrepairable, you can eject into an escape pod to either live to fight another day, or board enemy ships by breaching them. Breaches are bold maneuvers that always felt intense and rewarding as a last resort. If it weren't for the fact that the ship you're ejecting from is basically lost to you afterwards, I'd probably skip the space fights completely and go straight to the breaching.
Yeah, see.
Once you make it safely to the target location, the raiding can begin. What that actually means is largely up to you. Maybe that means tiptoeing around corridors, filling your limited inventory space with whatever loot you can find. Or maybe it's sprinting through halls, putting your weapons to work against other players and picking their bodies clean afterwards. If you picked up a faction quest before heading out, it's finding a specific sort of item or target location on the map.
So it's
I
like
found that being
like
goal-oriented was the best way to make progress in what can be a very unforgiving loop. Should you die, everything on you is lost to the void, making every trip as risky as the attachment you have to the stuff in your person. I dedicate whole trips just to sticking whatever I could in the closest room and getting out as quickly as possible. Traveling light so that if I got caught and killed, I didn't lose that much. This might not sound that foreign to people who play games like Escape from Tarkov or Hunt Showdown with any regularity, but when it's time to throw down, I found that gunfights in Marauders struck a happy middle ground between those games. There's no individual limb health to worry about, so no micromanaging after taking a straight bullet.
Oh,
Weapons
nice.
are old-timey, but reloading and recoil aren't obnoxiously finicky, so shooting feels solid and consistent. Ammo is
Nice.
scarce, but it's also pretty lethal, as it doesn't take more than a few hits to put enemies down.
Nice. So there's no okay. That's actually what I would like about this. One thing that kind of turned me off from Tarkov, but I mean, I come from games like DayZ, so it doesn't really. Sometimes DayZ's status effects could be, but they're not as intense as Tarkov, at least from what I'm recalling. Because in Tarkov, yeah, you get hit, you got to bandage, or you got to like do extra stuff, and there's there's limb damage you got to look out for. So it's cool that there's not that in this. Not that it wouldn't be cool, but it's almost like
completing your missions,
Tarkov
you have to
light.
get back home safely or it's all for naught. Returning to the dock where your ship is parked is one way, but if you can't find it, you can escape via a breach pod at the expense of your ship. Then, it's back through space for a tense flight to one of the exit gates on the perimeter of the map. You're finally safe to stash your loot, re-up on supplies with the rotating faction vendor, craft new items, upgrade your weapons, all to prepare for the next raid. The Marauders Alpha has been a great proof of concept for moving the subgenre of multiplayer survival shooters that DayZ started into
Yeah,
a new and interesting
DayZ, there we go.
territory. My
Yeah.
limited time with the current build was frantic, tense, and a lot of fun. I'll be keeping a close eye on how this vision of multiplayer space piracy develops in the future.
Bet.
For more on Marauders, don't miss the cinematic reveal trailer. And for more on all your favorite games, keep it locked on IGN.
Well, no more. They thought we would just roll over and die, but we survived. We owe no loyalty to any king or country. What we do now, we do for ourselves.
I like that kind of like slogan at the end of the game. It's funny. It's funny. I guess it makes sense that DayZ kind of sparked the genre of this. But it's crazy. I was really good at DayZ, so I wonder if I'll be good at these types of shooters. Because I've watched so much Tarkov, but I never played it. I enjoy watching it more and seeing other people, like, go against the high stakes gameplay, depending on what you have on you. Or doing like not the scab run, but what is it? Is the scab run 0? No, or like the run where you go in with a pistol and you stack up from pistols. Like I've seen Shroud do that. Go in, like the lightest vest you can get, cheapest thing to lose. go in with a pistol and basically you work from literally the ground up getting loot. And that's a cool type of run. That's a real like low risk for you, but then it becomes high risk the more you get like stack up. So it's really cool. I don't know what those runs are called, but that's the real like DayZ feel of a run, where you load into DayZ, all you got is like, depending on the server, you got a pistol, and maybe sometimes not even a pistol, maybe you got like a crowbar or just your hands. And yeah, but I was good at DayZ, so I wonder if I would be nice at these. I should go try the Cycle of the Frontier. I just still haven't downloaded it. But yeah, tell me what you guys think about Marauders down below. I think it's a cool concept. The flying looks absolutely annoying, but everything else looks cool. But I like that there's an intense effects to the body in this one. Alright, much love, Moonlight. See you on the next one. Peace.